Good morning students, I am Kavita Narwal. I will be teaching you mathematics. So today we will start with the first chapter, that is rational numbers. In this chapter students we will discuss about the rational numbers and how to represent a rational number on number line. So first we are going to discuss about the rational numbers. Students, rational numbers are those numbers which can be expressed in the form of PQ. And here the condition is that Q should not equals to 0. Now student, the question arises, PQ is a fraction. Yes, the rational numbers are in the form of fractions. P represent the numerator and Q denominator. So students, a number which can be expressed in the form of fractions, that is P by Q, is called rational numbers. In rational numbers we include all the natural numbers. Now first of all, what are the natural numbers? The numbers which start from the 1, then 2, then 3 and so on. Means there is no end. That numbers called natural numbers. In another way, the counting numbers are natural numbers. Here the smallest natural number is 1 and there is no greatest number. If we put the 1 as a denominator of all the natural numbers, then these numbers convert in the form of fractions. These numbers convert in the form of PQ. So we can say all the natural numbers are rational numbers. Now the another one is whole number. Now the whole numbers, they start from 0, then 1, then 2 and 3, then so on. These are called whole numbers. In simple way, if we include 0 in natural numbers, then the new set will arise, that is whole number. Same thing, if I write a 1 below the whole numbers, then it convert in the form of fraction in the form of PQ. So we can say students, all the whole numbers are rational numbers. Now then after we are going to discuss about the integers. Is integers are rational numbers? Let's see. Integers are the combination of positive and negative number and 0. So here we can show all the positive numbers till infinity, all the negative number till negative infinity, all the positive number, all the negative number and 0 is called integers. Same, if I put a 1 as a denominator of the all numbers, then the numbers convert in the form of fractions, in the form of PQ. So we can say students, all the integers are rational numbers. So the above discussions we conclude that rational numbers include all the natural numbers, all the whole numbers and all the integers. So we can say all the natural numbers, whole numbers and integers are rational numbers. But a rational number cannot be a natural number. Why? 7 by 8 is a rational number, but it's not a natural number. Same, 7 by 8 is a rational number, but it's not a whole number. Again, then 7 by 8 is an rational number, but it's not a integer. So students, we can say all the natural numbers, whole numbers and integers can be a rational number, but Our rational numbers cannot be a natural number, whole number and integers. Now afterwards students, we are going to discuss about the type of the rational numbers. The first is positive rational numbers. What is the positive rational numbers? If all numerator and denominator, both the digit have the same sign, even both are positive and both are negative, then these numbers said to be a positive rational number. For example, 3/8. Both are positive, numerator also positive and denominator also positive. So this fraction said to be a positive rational numbers. Same here, the -7 and -8. This one also a positive rational number. Now the question arises, these numbers have the negative sign. So how these are positive rational numbers? See students, if -7 and -8, then the negative sign cancel with the another negative sign. The number convert in a positive number. And this number is in the form of the PQ. Now this number is a positive rational number. Now here the question arises, is 0 is a rational number? Yes, the answer is 0 is a rational number. Because according to the definition, the condition was that in the form of P, Q are the rational number, but Q not equals to 0. But here P can be equals to 0. Now the question arises, why Q not equals to 0? Because if any number divide with the 0, then the answer is infinite. Means there is no answer. We can't define it. But if any 0, if 0 divide by any number, then we get the answer 0 only. So it will be defined. So a 0 is a rational number. But if in a fraction denominator is a 0, then it's not a rational number. Now the second type of the rational number, that is negative rational number. In negative rational number, the condition is that at least the one number is negative and another number is positive. Means both the numerator and denominator have the different sign. For example, -3/8. This one is a negative rational number. Why? Because the one number is negative and another number is positive. Now one more example, 2/-5. Now this one also a negative rational number. Why? Because both have the different sign. P is 2, that is a positive number, and Q is a -5, that is a negative number. Now students, over these discussions we conclude that the rational number have the two types of the rational number. Positive rational numbers, when the number, both the numerator and denominator have the same sign, that it's said to be a positive rational numbers. If both numerator and denominator have the different sign, then it's said to be a negative rational numbers. Now students, we are going to discuss how to represent a rational number on number line. So first of all, let's draw a number line. And on this number line, I have to represent 1/3 and -1/3. Both are rational number and I have to represent this rational number on number line. So balance the number line with the 0. From the 0, right side we represent all the positive number, and left side of the number line we represent all the negative number. Now first we are going to represent a proper rational number on number line. Now the question arises, what are the proper rational number? Whenever numerator is smaller than denominator, that fraction is said to be a proper fraction. And same in that condition, if numerator is P is smaller than Q, that number is proper rational number. Now I mark on the both sides with the same distance on the number line A dash and A. A represent the positive rational numbers and A dash represent the negative rational numbers. And I have to represent the proper rational numbers. So we have taken the units 1 and 1 equidistant from the 0. Here first you have to observe the denominator. Here the denominator is 3. That's we have to divide these units in 3 equal parts. That's mean 1, 2 and 3. Similarly, left side 1, 2 and 3. Now this is -1 and this one is +1. And between the number we represent, this is the out of 3 part because we divide the unit in 3 equal parts. So out of 3 parts we took the first part that we represent by 1/3. Second part 2/3. And third part is 3/3. That's mean the result is 1 only and that we have written here. Same the another side. First part -1/3. Second part -2/3 and third part -3/3, and when we cancel it we get the result -1. We have to represent first 1/3 on number line. So when we observe this point represent the number 1/3. So here we represent and here we will write this is our rational number 1/3. On the another side, if we have to represent -1/3, observe to the negative side of the number line. We observe after 0 we get the first is -1/3. So here we represent our number -1/3. Now in this way we have represent the proper rational numbers on number line. Now we are going to represent improper rational number on number line. Now improper rational number means improper fraction. For example, I have to represent 14/3 and -14/3 on number line. These fractions are said to be improper. Why? Because numerator is bigger than denominator. Whenever numerator is bigger than denominator, then fraction said to be an improper fraction. And here our value p is greater than q, so this number said to be improper rational numbers. Then how to represent a improper rational number on number line? So first you draw a number line and mark as a center O, that is our 0. Here put the sign on the equidistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same from the left side also, -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. Now students, here we follow some rules to represent the improper rational numbers on number line. First of all, convert the improper rational numbers in mixed fraction. How to convert a number mixed fraction? For example, I have to convert 14/3 in a mixed fraction. So 14 divided by 3. First we try on 3s, that is 3 3s are 9, not possible. Then 3 4s are 12. Now remainder is 2. Denominator will remain same. There is no change in denominator. Whatever the remainder we write as a numerator, and whatever the quotient, that is as a whole number. Now we convert this number in the form of mixed fraction, and this mixed fraction we have to represent on number line. First we observe that 4 is a whole number. That means full 4 number include. So first we mark till here, that is our 4. Now then after we have to represent 2 by 3. And this 2 by 3 we have to represent between 4 and 5. And same like a first question, this is our 1 unit that we have to divide in 3 equal parts. Why? Because our denominator is 3. So 4 and 5. The distance between 4 and 5 is 1 unit and divide in 3 equal parts. So the first part is 1 by 3, second part is 2 by 3 and third part is 3 by 3. And we have to represent 4 2 by 3. So after 4, 2 parts we have to take. Now here we will show our number, that is 4 2 by 3. Similarly to the left side, we have to show a negative rational number. That's first convert in mixed fraction, that minus 4 plus 2 by 3, that's mean 4 2 by 3, but it will be on negative side. So first we reach 1 by counting the 4 steps, 1 2 3 4. Now we reach on minus 4. Then after minus 4, the distance between 4 and 5 divide in 3 equal parts. The first part represent 1 by 3, second part represent 2 by 3. So here we will show our rational number, that is minus 14 by 3. Now this way students, we have learned how to represent a rational number on number line. So students, in this lecture today we will discuss this much only, and I will provide you a worksheet that you have to solve at home. Now the question arises, you don't have the rough notebooks and now the question arises, you don't have the school notebook. Don't worry students, you can do this work in your rough notebook, but the condition is that every day you have to listen the lecture, and on the behalf of this lecture you have to solve the questions. Thank you students.